This is Heavy Hitters.
Yeah,
down
man.
Here in North Carolina. It's all about big bass down here.
It is.
You got here by qualifying through the biggest bass that you caught in 2020.
Yeah.
It's all about big bass down here.
100%.
Man, you made it entertaining.
Ugh.
It's all about big fish down here.
Ugh.
What's your personal best bass?
My personal best is a little bit skewed. Anytime you catch one over 10 pounds, it's really, really something special. The one I know for sure, I caught a 9.8 on Lake Okeechobee that I weighed on my Catch Commander scales.
Personally, biggest fish in the tournament was a 9.2, and that was on Lake Toho.
My personal best is 10 pounds, 9 ounces. I caught it in a open down on the Kissimmee chain. I actually caught it sight fishing.
What's your biggest bass?
Her PB, my PB was a 12.38. Florida strain in Florida, largemouth. I caught it punching. I flipped into a mat. I set the hook. I thought I hooked into an alligator. I promise. I was like, I caught a 10.7 out of a farm pond when I was 17. I weighed it on a set of vegetable scales for my pawpaws that was probably built in the 1940s, so I don't know if they were accurate.
My personal best is 12 pounds, 3 ounces. I caught that fish in a tournament on Lake Ouachita, which is my home lake.
You know, I caught a 13.1 at Texas at Lake Choke Canyon.
Personal best is 12.2. It's not a giant bass, considering I come from Lake Fork, Texas.
You know, my biggest bass, honestly, so I'm gonna tell you, straight up did not weigh it. It was on Lake Fork.
I've caught 2 different 12-pounders in my career. Both of them were practicing for a tournament. One was in South Carolina at Lake Murray, and the other one was at Sam Rayburn in Texas.
You know, I have 2 12.5-pounders, both exactly 12.5.
What's your personal best bass?
14 pounds, 1 ounce, California Delta. Was on my last cast in a tournament as a co-angler. I caught a 13-pound, 9-ouncer on the California Delta.
So my PB is 11.52, California Delta, of course.
Caught one on a big giant swim bait in California, and the other one was at the Cal Delta on a big 8-inch Senko.
How long ago was that issue?
Oh gosh, that's 12, 15 years ago, long time.
About 5 years ago, and we do catch a lot of double digits down there, but it's hard to break a 12.2.
That was in 2011.
I'm gonna say 5 years ago.
That was in 2001, so it's 20 years ago.
Last 12.5 was about 18 years ago. I was practicing for an Everstart tournament.
That was in 2013, maybe?
That was probably 7 or 8 years ago.
I'm looking to break that bad boy here in the near future. It's time to up the ante a little bit.
Man, it's been that was in the mid '90s when I caught both of those. I caught them really one year and one the next, and since then it's been quite a while since I caught a 10-pounder, and I caught one actually this week in practice here at Falls Lake. So that's the first 10-pounder I've caught in quite a while.
If you ever had to guess where your next personal best might come from, what lake would you guess?
Probably Lake Fork.
Well, maybe Sam Rayburn?
Obviously I live so close to Chickamauga. I could see it happening there.
Potentially Fork, Amistad, or Falcon. Those places got some giants too.
When I was down at Amistad in 2006, I had a shot at her. She actually ate my tube. She's probably somewhere between 14 and 18.
The next big bass that I catch will probably come from Texas, to be honest with you, and it'll probably come from Choke Canyon.
Oh, it's probably going to be in Texas. I would say Rayburn, Sam Rayburn, or possibly Fork.
I mean, you never can tell, man. Florida could surprise you every once and again.
Anytime you're in Florida and Texas, you're around some really big ones.
Those ones just really stick with you for a long time, and that's why they're the size they are. They're like goats.